way I was living could stop. Serving rocks, knowing the cops is hot when I'm on the block. And I wish my brother would've made bail, so I won't have to travel 6 hours to see him in jail. And I wish that my grandmother wasn't sick, or that we would just come up on some stacks and hit a lick. And I wish my homies wouldn't have to suffer when the streets get the upper hand on us and we lose a brother. And I wish I could go deep in the zone and lift the spirits of the world with the words within the song. And I wish I could teach a soul to fly, take away the pain out your hands and help you hold them high. And I wish my homie Butch was still alive, and on the day of his death we had never took that ride. And I wish that God could protect us from the wrong, so that all the soldiers that were sent overseas come home. And we will never break, though they devastate. We shall motivate, and we gotta pray. All we gotta spay, instead of thinking about who gon' die today, the Lord is gon' help you feel better. So you
have you been a victim of gun violence or know someone who has been a victim?
Well, when I was 13, my best friend Chris was shot and killed as a result of gun violence.
If you don't mind, can you please tell me what happened?
Well, he was at a block party in Harlem, and they just started shooting randomly. And unfortunately, a bullet hit him.
How did this impact your life?
It was hard. At first, I was not caring about things, but it made it worse. Though. It made everything hard. Was at first I knew he was shot, but I didn't know he died. Like, they told me that he was in, ICU, he was in a coma. They didn't want to tell me he died, and I found out because I came home from a championship basketball game we had just won. Everybody celebrating. And then there was a newspaper on the table. I just saw him on it. And they still didn't tell me that he died. They just said that, I don't know what they're talking about on the computer. I read it again. And then it really hit because people read newspapers, they see articles, they go, well, that's a shame this person died. But it's different when like you spend nights with this person, you go into meetings with this person, stayed out late when you're 13 years old with this person. Mother's waiting for us on a block, whether or not a whole block on my name, because people to get in trouble. So at first it was be hard. It was hard to grab. But then at the funeral, in a way, I don't know, I don't want to say made it better, because it made me realize more that he's not coming back. They spoke about him and they said one of the favorite things to do was play basketball. Mind you, before Chris met me, he never played basketball. He was into football. So it's like that part of his life. He wants to be a basketball player because I came into his life and he was actually doing something with his life, playing basketball. And keeping his head on his shoulders so that he could be a basketball player. So when I heard that, it was like, well, at least I know I kept on the right track, even though we split up a little bit the last half a year before everything happened. We were still good. I guess, I don't know.
Have you been a victim of gun violence or know someone who has been a victim?
Yes, I had two friends that were victims of gun violence, Wilbur Redmond and Juan Harris.
If you don't mind, can you please tell me what happened?
My friend Juan Harris got shot here in the block. We were all chilling outside and a group of guys passed by in a car and they shot him.
And how did this impact your life?
It changed the way that I looked at things because I used to see him all the time. He was really close to my boyfriend and we used to always chill. He used to always be outside every time I come home from school. I'll go see him. He was funny. Like, they had a really good relationship. And for you to go from seeing someone every day to them just not being there anymore, it really changes your life. For other people to come in and just take someone's life, you're just like in shock. It's just like, wow, like it just happened day overnight. So you're just like, it's like you can't believe that it happened. I saw the way that it impacted my boyfriend's life, and it's just like his mom, everybody, everyone was so hurt by it. It was so like unexpected that you know you lay down at night and you sometimes think to yourself like, wow, really, like, is this the generation that we live in, where you wake up one day and it's like you might not even know if you're making it back home. He was a really good guy. He was going to school, you know, he was just caught up in the wrong time and wrong place. He was just hanging outside with his friends, not looking for any trouble. And, you know, they just had beef, and they came by, they shot the block up, and he was unfortunately the one to get gunned down. But it wasn't fair, and it changed everyone's outlook. People here, now when we go outside, we barely even see people outside anymore after that happened. And it shows you how much it didn't only impact my life, but everybody else's life, because like, wow, like, that one tragedy changed everyone else. And the people don't even want to be outside anymore. But his friends and the guys from the block, they don't even chill outside. And, you know, like I told you, it's different now. Every time you walk by the spot where he laid there dead, you don't even want to walk on that side of the block, because it's like you get flashbacks of that day and you just picture his body there. Every month when it hits to 12, you know, you see everyone outside, and it's just like you relive the moment every single month, every time you think about it. And it's not, you know, it's something that it really changes you. It hurts you on the inside, and it makes you think about life and what is it that we're really valuing. If people are just picking up a gun and taking someone else's life just because.
Can you please tell me what happened with Ruben?
Ruben Redmond also got shot in the back of his head. There's been a lot of different stories as to what happened, but we just know that he got gunned down. Someone had shot him in the back of his head. I used to go to school with Ruben in middle school, PS98, so he went to elementary school. So for me to be that young and, you know, go to school with someone and see them all the time, he had a great, beautiful smile. He also was a good kid, was in school. And, you know, these are basically your childhood friends. You grew up with these people. I used to see him all the time. Every time, you know, I would go to Dykeman, I'll see him there chilling. And, you know, like, we'll see him write Trones everywhere. You know, we used to call him Trones. And for you to go, like I said, with Juan, you see these people every day, or, you know, you think back to the memories that you have with them. And it's just like you having someone there today, and you wake up tomorrow and they're just gone. It's just like, wow, like, what happened? Yes, death is for everybody, but it's so unexpected that you're just like, you know, what went on. So, and people should think it over twice, and you definitely should have more precautions as to who should have guns and the use of guns, and especially the access.
Goes out to everyone that has lost someone that they truly love. Seems like yesterday we used to rock the show. I laced the track, you locked the flow. So far from hanging on the block for dough. Notorious, they got to know that life ain't always what it seemed to be. Words can't express what you mean to me. Even though you're gone, we still a team. Through your family, I'll fulfill your dreams. In the future, can't wait to see if you open up the gates for me. Reminisce sometime. The night they took my friend. Try to black it out, but it plays again. When it's real, feeling's hard to conceal. Can't imagine all the pain I feel. Give anything to hear half your breath. I know you're still living your life after death.
Gun violence is bad, obviously, but you really feel it when you're someone you close to you.